Okay, I'm going to do a quick video regarding my build. So, I don't know how this is going to turn out. All right. I'm in the Harbinger League, which is, I guess, the closest thing that they have to seasons. And I was going to try to do my own, I was going to look up a build, but it was extremely hard for me to understand the builds, so I made my own. Okay, so this is my witch. I don't know how to log in, look at her. So anyway, this is her passive skill tree. I went spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, increased spell damage, elemental damage, and then Frostwalker so far on this side. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Here, I went to energy shield, pretty much got all the energy shield I could get. All the mana regen I could get. And then I took this all the way up, energy shield, intelligence. I skipped a lot because I was trying to get, that's the jewel I got. It's a cobalt jewel. Okay. Because what I was trying to do was I was trying to get up here to the cold damage. This is where I'm going to go so I can freeze monsters while I fight them. I don't know what I'm going to do after that, but that's mainly what I wanted to do, is cold first. And then, depending on how many other levels I gain, I will do more. But that's mainly what I got. Okay, so that's my skill tree. I think I can zoom it out. What is zoom? Okay, so then we got my skills. Let's see. I got contagion, but I got it in a totem. You can see the little symbols of the two other gems that are with it. Okay, my contagion is right here on the chest piece. So I got contagion, which is it's like a big wad of poison. And then I chose this gem, which is going to concentrate it so that it's in a smaller area, but it's going to do more damage. It's got a dot. And then I made it into a totem. By adding this red gem, I made this into a totem. Okay. I might turn that down. I don't know if I want it to go any higher than that. I don't know exactly what changes when it upgrades, but that's my contagion spell. That's 3 gems that are all modifying that one gem, one spell. Then my other spell is freezing pulse, and I modified this with controlled destruction, which makes it hit harder, but it doesn't crit. And then I use unbound ailments, which means that the frost effect will be harder, so it'll freeze more. Okay. Um, I got clarity. It's not connected to anything, so clarity is by itself, and mainly it's a little buff that causes me to be able to my mana regens quicker and stuff like that. So we can look at that, and then these three gems are connected. So we have elemental proliferation, which increase of elemental ailments on enemies. Orb of storms, which is a it's like a electric orb that sits there and zaps monsters. And the reason I'm using it is for I just want to see if the critical strike thing works with it. We're going to find that out. I haven't tested this part yet. Okay, then I got arcane surge, which means that the reason I turned it off so it doesn't level. That's why you see a little padlock. And the reason I did that was so that as it keeps leveling, it starts to need more and more mana. This one right here, if I spend 19 mana on this spell, then it's going to automatically put me in surge status, which gives me more spell damage, increased cast speed, and all that stuff. So as I level, I'll probably cut that up a little bit more, but it has to. I want to keep it with this, but this is a reserved spell, so it might not even be triggering the arcane scourge. I'll have to ask the smart guys. Can't call them nerds, guys. Smart guys. So mainly I only got like 3 main spells that I'm using. 4. Okay. So you come out of there, and then if you look on the tab, you can see how it's got 2 little symbols in the corner. That's showing that it's being worked on by 2 spells. Now you see how Herald of Thunder only has 1. So that pretty much lets me know that that other gem isn't doing anything. Okay. And then you got Orb of Storms. You see the 2 symbols. So that's my spells. And that's my character. That's my gear. That's my passives. I was just doing a quick video to show my stuff. Let me see. I went ahead and bought the extra stash tab. Look, I'm doing it like the newbie way, man. I probably got white items in here. I got blues, whites, but the reason I'm keeping them is because I don't know yet. I might start another little character. I got this, but it's mainly for fire damage. So I might go into fire. I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, you get a lot of points. So I got this amulet. Wait a minute. Oh, I got a better amulet. Wow, that's a nice amulet. Of a physical attack damage leached his mania. Oh, that's minions. That's why. That's why I'm not using it. Minions. I don't have minions. I'm doing frost. But anyway, this is all little gear that I got in my bank. And then I got all these gems here. In the bank. I got I bought the material tab. See how nice it keeps the materials. And then I bought another tab for me to put my trade items in. You put items in here, and you what you do is you put the items in here, and then you set a note on the item, and that way you can set the price. And people will pay for it in the auction house. You have to make sure the tab is set to oh, it's not public. That's why. Okay. I don't know how to hold on. I didn't make the tab public. R trade. Okay, that's left. Yeah, I can't set it to public. I don't know. RS. Well, anyway. Oh, that's right. Now it's set to public. Oh, so you got to keep setting it to public. Okay, okay. All right. So as you can see, I'm still learning. This is the world map. The different acts. Looks familiar. You got your cosmetics here. I got a blood weapon effect, which makes my weapons look like they got blood on them. If you look. I don't know how to zoom in on the character. I don't think you can. That's pretty much it. You got your potions over here. I got some upgraded potions that I use. That doesn't have anything in it. A lot of times people overload themselves with spells and stuff, but every time you put different gems in, those gems actually do things like they take your part of your mana away. Like if I was to go into the world, let me show you. If I go into the world, that spell I'm using, hold on, let me go somewhere easy. That spell I'm using is actually locking my mana down, so all my mana is invisible. It's not usable. And let me see. Yeah, see how my, oh, it doesn't show. That's my main spell. Then you got the electric orb right here. Then I got some buffs. I got one buff. This is clarity. And then this is the other buff. It puts electricity on your hands. So then if you got the electric spell out and you're shooting, when you're shooting like this, there you go. Now you see how the mana is grayed out? That's because of my gems. The gems are locking part of my mana away so that I can't use it. And that's how I pay to use the gem. So sometimes you don't want to level gems too high because it can cost you a lot. And I think that's it. I showed you the skills. I still got to work on that gem. And that's just mainly where I'm going. So any suggestions, you can go ahead and comment them below. And have a good day.